This is an interesting question. By the way, we're saying hi to and we're saying hi to Debbie, and we're saying hi to Kirsten, and we're saying hi to Nasser. So feel free to write in, you guys, if you want us to say hi to you. So hi, Evelyn. I'm a card parent. Since here in California, obviously, we're not going back to school, has CARD looked into the homeschooling program? And I'm going to say, I don't think it's a definite thing, depending on where you are in California. Here in Los Angeles, we're for 100% sure that we're not going back to school in the fall, but Orange County's slugging it out. They're saying that they're going to go back into the classroom. I didn't watch what happened yesterday, but I don't think it's a one size fits all, but I love the question. A lot of people have been asking, is CARD going to offer a homeschooling program?
Okay, so CARD actually in Virginia is an academy. So we have all the ability to offer educational services. But the big question typically and sadly is, how does this relate to your funding source? Because if you have health insurance, they will treat medical necessity. They are not here for the academic. So we cannot use medical necessity funding for an educational program. Okay.
So you'd have to slug it out with your school. You'd have to get your school to pay for your CARD homeschool program, which people can do. I mean, people are trying all different kinds of things. We've had Bonnie on, and Bonnie has said, schedule an IEP meeting today, get it on the books today, and go in and ask them for the distance learning plan. And if it doesn't look ship-shape, say, would you be willing to fund a different, because people are starting to sue school districts for special needs kids. So they might be willing, who knows? Bonnie is saying ask.
Yeah, and a lot of districts aren't, they just don't even have a plan for any of the special education students. And that's wrong overall. And there was actually an article that just came out, I didn't get to read it, but it's basically insisting that Congress pass IDEA, that schools have to support IDEA during this time where there's a lot of remote learning.
Well, and Betsy DeVos did say that there was no excuses, that they still needed to provide FAPE, that she wasn't going to give a pass on those things. She said a lot of other things too, but that she did say. So, how people have started filing lawsuits. Now, that's their right, and they have the right to do that. My thing is that by the time you get around to solving that lawsuit, your kid's going to be 5 grades from now, and I'd rather have my kid get the education today than fight with the school district for 5 years. So I'm with Bonnie. Ask if they'll do it. But first, you got to ask for the IEP meeting. You got to ask for the distance learning plan. And if it comes back thin or they don't have one, you got to say, this isn't appropriate. What are you willing to do to work with me on it?
Yeah, and I mean, people like LAUSD through COVID, the last few months, they actually approved all funding remotely. So all our paraprofessionals who had CARD as paraprofessionals, we were actually helping the kids with remote learning at home, through remotely. So if they were on Zoom, there would be the picture of the teacher and our kid and our tech. So that they were helping the child stay on task, making sure they understood what the instructions were for the teacher. And there is a component there where a parent or a caregiver or someone has to be there to make sure the child stays on task. And that is the hardest factor. But the thing is, the families that really wanted it and were willing completely found ways to make it work. But there were issues like with internet and all sorts of other issues that came into play that made it difficult for families to access this. And then there were some families who just didn't have the means to be able to support the child at home. And we were given very clear orders by LAUSD that all the support we had given had to be remote. They did not want anybody going into the home.
Yeah.
For the safety of the staff. So.
Yeah. Okay. So we're all in this, in this new place, and we're all in this new place together. Our circumstances are different, but each day we're finding out more information, and some intrepid parents are going in and saying, here's what I want. And it's a very interesting, it's like the Wild West of education.
Definitely.
So there we go.
Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.